Matthew J here for another video. Today talking about how to build flourishing relationships. We talked about building relationships online in the past video, and today we're going to go more in detail about how to build flourishing relationships. And just a reminder how in-person connections are so much more influential and powerful than online connections. You want to build a presence online, you want to build relationships online. Those can turn into personal relationships. Not that you shouldn't do that and put lots of work into that, but in-person relationships are so much more powerful, so much more influential. You have such more influence in person than you would online to connect with people, build a relationship, make opportunities happen, make sales happen, build business, do lots of things. So let's get into how to build flourishing relationships. First thing is emphasizing on questions. You want to ask a lot of questions, talk about people, learn about what they do. That will give you more information to ask more questions, to build an importance on that person, and continue to dive into what you can offer each other. Second is details, being very specific. The more specific you are, the more interest that is created by a much better visual is being created. It's like telling stories are so important in person and online. Storytelling is everything. That's why Snapchat blew up, and that's all like influence is built online. So this will trigger an increase of feelings and emotions as details open up the story. Make it emotional. The more emotional you can make the conversation, the more engaged anyone will be. We as humans are moved most by emotions, not by data, not by knowledge. You can see it in my channel. I love knowledge. I love educating myself on self-development, how our minds and bodies and everything works and how to be better. But when I just talk about that to people, not many people click with it, connect with it, because I need to make it emotional. I need to make it more into a story. Data, people do not remember data. They don't care what you said. If you make them feel good, they remember the feeling. If you make them feel bad, they remember that, and they probably won't want to be around you after. Another really cool tip my buddy taught me is framing your world. So, just like this camera, but think about it when you are just walking in life. If anything that's in your vision, your peripheral view, then that should be approached and attacked, basically, because if you can see it, then the other people can see it, and everybody knows that. So once you can see people, they know you are in their box of view, very possibly, or obviously not if they're turned around or whatever. But if they're in there, kind of see you, they are ready to be approached, because it happens so often in life. So when you have someone in the view, in your frame box, approach them, say hello. They're expecting it, so don't be shy. Do it. It makes it so much easier to, it's just like a reminder to just for you to do it, you know what I mean? Because usually you're going to hold yourself back. Talk about your insecurities. Being vulnerable is so powerful. So when you talk about I don't know that, or I screwed that up, when you tell that to people, then they take that as a sign of trust, a sign of just people connect with unperfectness. They connect with mistakes, or connect with humanness, as I say sometimes, because we're all not perfect. We're all human. People don't say it, but this is the way it is. And when someone has an answer for everything, when someone's always correct or whatever, people don't trust you. There's something up, because people are trying to say something's not right here. It's like a natural human nature within ourselves. Your tone is so important. your tone will give off the impression of what mood you are in, like your life, your state of mind, and gives you influence in the conversation if applied correctly at the given environment or moment. You don't want to be always too over, ecstatic or whatever it is, because people will take it in different ways. The right tone for the right situations it's just like adding the right spice into the food. Own it. Owning it is the most powerful thing. When you go into conversations, when you go into not even a conversation, when you just look like you're owning it and have straight confidence and self-discipline and all these things, people see this as a sign of what you're doing. You should be approached. They want to talk to you. People like that because they want to be like that. People that they see things they want to be like, they will be magnetized to that. So you want to own it and have confidence. And when you don't have confidence and own it, again, people don't trust you. They think like something's up and they shouldn't, be talking to you, or they should investigate more, or they should just, not be around you. Another one is breaking their guard down. Open people up. When you see people are holding something back, not giving you the full story or attention, press them a little bit with questions, open up the dialogue. Be a leader and show that you will not judge them. Never assume like people don't want to be approached, people don't want to be, continue to talk. I used to always do this, and this is why I didn't talk to a lot of people, because I always assume, he probably doesn't want to be talked to. He looks like he's a little upset. He doesn't want to be approached because, he's not really looking as he walks by. This is not true. People are just stuck in their habits. Everybody wants to be loved, wants to be, talk to people and stuff. As much as maybe they haven't done it in years, it's just their pattern. It's hard for them. And then being a leader. Being a leader is so important. It's basically like owning it almost. When you're a leader and vulnerable and all these things, people see that as such a leadership powerful quality. People want to be like that. Like they love like compassion and like vulnerability, because again, it shows trust and it shows that you have confidence in it, and people want to do that. People don't want to hold up these guards as much as everybody almost does it. People don't want those guards because it's not flowing smoothly in life. Your energy's not flowing smoothly. You have like blocks and stuff or whatever. So nobody likes that. And then when you start to show these things, which 90% of people are not, they're like, wow, many people don't do that. I hardly see that. And they always have these thoughts that they want to do that. Like, I should have said that nice thing to them. I should have gone out of my way and did that. I'm going to talk more about vulnerability and leadership in other videos. But such great qualities, once you start doing these things, man, people magnetize to you. They think of you as a really great person, basically. And then another thing is, of course, showing respect. When you show respect, and it doesn't mean you have to what's the word? Doesn't mean you have to just let things slide, or you can't be up front, or you can't be straightforward, tell people things. I go up to people and I say at the gym, take your headphones on. I have something to tell you. You know what I mean? Most people be like, that's rude, or you're aggressive. No, because after I show straight respect, it's I want to talk to you. I'm going to give you time to talk. I'm going to ask you questions about yourself. And these are all great qualities and stuff. So showing respect, but you don't have to be some soft, guilty person. These are just weak qualities that people see again that are just they don't want to be around that. They don't like that. People may latch onto it because they're like that, and that's the only people they're talking to, but people do not appreciate this stuff. So I think that's it for right now. Let me know if there are any other great qualities to building flourishing relationships with new people, old relationships, and let's continue to grow and become better. Subscribe to the channel, guys. Like, comments. Let's get the channel to 100,000 in 2018. We're going to go from 100 subscribers to 100,000. Do you think it's possible? I know it's possible. With your help, guys, send it out to your friends and let's do it. See you on the next video. Thanks.